Hi, welcome back. This is Miss Cooley, and yes, I'm blowing bubbles today with my friend Turtle here. And I blow bubbles sometimes for myself just to make me feel good. It's fun. And I do that because I love me. And that reminds me of a message that I have for you. The message I have for you today is I deserve to be loved. Let me hear you repeat that. I deserve to be loved. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be loved by everyone around you, and you deserve to love yourself. So you do things like that, like blow bubbles for yourself to make yourself feel good. Maybe you could draw, color, write, anything that makes you feel good in a positive way. And another thing that makes you feel good about yourself and to love yourself is to do things to make others feel good. And that's why I come here and read to you because, yes, I love books, but I also like to do that because it makes you guys feel good. And so that makes me feel good in turn. I want to first thank Scholastic Publishing for providing this book to me so that I could read it to you and give me permission to read this to you. And then I also want to share some vocabulary words that you will find in this book. The book is called One Family, and it's by George Shannon. George Shannon not only is an author, but George is a librarian. So George gets to write books and then spend his workday surrounded by books. That's like the best of the best jobs. And the illustrator, the person who made all these beautiful pictures and artwork, is Blanca Gomez. And Blanca actually lives all the way in Spain. So she's not even in this country. Um, you're going to like this book. Some of the words that we're going to see in this story are here in my hand. And the interesting thing about these words is that each of them have to do with groupings, sets and groupings. You're going to see what I'm talking about. So the first one is batch. Let me hear you say batch. Batch. Good. And batch could mean a couple of different things, but in this story, it's referring to a batch of cookies. Who likes cookies? Yeah, so batch. So you have you bake some cookies, you take them out of the oven, they're on a tray or on a plate. They're grouped, but we call them a batch of cookies. Next one is blooms. Can you say blooms? Blooms. Good. Blooms could be a verb meaning something that flowers do, but in this story, blooms is actually referring to a group of flowers. Another word that is referring to a group of flowers is um, bouquet. So, actually, in the story, it's going to have a bouquet of blooms, which means a group of flowers. Then we have flock. Yes, sometimes we see flock referring to sheep. That was a good one. But in this story, it's referring to a group of birds. We have also flight. Um, yes, if you went on a plane, you could say that you were on a flight. You don't want to miss your flight. But in this story, remember we said that these words are all referring to groups. So it's a group or a set of stairs. In your buildings, if there's more than one floor in your school building, you will walk up a flight of stairs or walk down the flight of stairs. And then this one, hand, and it doesn't mean this. It's referring to who's ever played cards with your family or friends. Yeah, so when you play cards, you hold your cards in your hand like this. These are my cards. And you say that I'm holding a hand of cards. So it means a group of cards. That being said, we're going to move on to our story One Family. One is one lamp, one clock, one book to share. Oops, sorry. One is two, one pair of shoes, one team of horses, one family. Now, how many people are in this family? Exactly, two. One is three, one house of bears, one bowl of pears, one family. Yes, bear and pears rhyme. Bears and pears rhyme. You're absolutely right. Yes, so we have the pears in the window, the family of three. And if you look in the store window, the Goldilocks has the three bears in the window. Goldilocks toys. One is, yes, four. One ring of keys, one pile of pups, one family of, yes, four. There you go. Four pups. You see the four keys on the ring and the four family members. I told you you're going to like this story. One is five, one bunch of bananas, one hand of cards, the hand of cards, one family. I can see the family of five. And if I look on the tree, I see a monkey holding how many bananas? Yes. And the other monkey is holding a hand of cards, five cards. Absolutely. You guys are really good at this. One is six. One line of laundry, one butterfly's legs, one family. So the line of laundry means that there's a clothing line, and when the laundry is washed, it's hanging on the line to dry. And there's six objects on the line, six pieces of clothing. Um, had she gotten the next one on there would be seven, so she couldn't get it on there in time. Now we're, yes, up to seven. One is seven. One bouquet of blooms, one flock of birds, one family. And here we are, the family of seven. And the bouquet of seven blooms or seven flowers. So the next number is, yes, one of eight. One box of crayons, one row of ducks, one family of eight. So on this side, I see the crayons on the table. I see the ducks in the picture on the wall. There are four people on this side of the room. On the other side is the other four members of the family. And we know that four and four is eight. One is nine. One flight of stairs, the stairs, one collection of rocks, one family. One large family. One is 10. One batch of cookies, one shelf of books, one family. One family of 10. 10 books, 10 cookies, and people in the family. One is one and everyone. One earth, one world, one family. And yes, I heard someone say that each family looks very different and very unique. That's a great point that you brought up. And this last page I want to share with you because it's really cool. So if you look at each number, it's reviewing everything that we saw on each page, which is pretty nice. Told you you're going to like that one. Now, what did this story remind you of? Remind you of anything? Ah, okay. I never heard that one before. So I'm going to repeat that one. So someone said that it reminds them of their family, right? And then someone else said that when they saw the rocks, it reminded them of their own collection, which is pretty cool. I've never collected rocks. Everybody collects different things. So when we say that, a book reminds us of something in our own lives or something we experience, that's called, do you remember what that's called? Text to, yes, text to self connection, because it reminds you of something about yourself. If this book had reminded you of another book, we would call that text to good text, because text just means it's a book or something in print with words on it. This is text, this is text. So it would be text to text. So I'm glad that you had a text to self connection. Very good. So if your parents would like to contact us, they can email us at njliteracy@gmail.com. They can email us there and let us know how you're doing. Join our website, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm going to go back to my bubbles. Maybe I can get another one for you before I go. Let's see. Ah, enjoy your day. Take care.